What's going on, guys? It's your boy, the Boxing Lowdown, and I'm back here with another video. Now, as always, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Feel free to drop a comment if you like, and I'll happily get back to you. Now, let's talk about this weekend's action, man. There's a lot to discuss. I want to try and get it all in this video. So let's start off with last night, Javonte "Tank" Davis against Cruz. Now, Javonte Davis retaining his unbeaten record, let me say that, by winning a unanimous decision over Cruz. Very entertaining fight, man. Very good fight over there in LA, and definitely Javonte Davis's toughest fight so far. He won the fight with scorecards of 115-113 twice and 116-112, which was too wide for me. However, Javonte Davis just about the deserved winner in my opinion. Very good fight, man. Cruz, bit of an unknown quantity going in there, according to many boxing fans. He was a late replacement for Rolly Romero, who had to pull out of the fight for personal reasons. He's going through some issues in court. And yeah, Cruz, not very well known, but he made himself known last night. For sure, man. He brought the fight to Javonte Davis. He wasn't worried about what was coming back. And he was landing some great shots of his own, man. He was taking it to Tank. And he had a lot of success during the fight as well. A lot of people out there feel that this could have been a draw, maybe should have been a draw. Some people had Cruz winning. For me, I felt Javonte Davis did enough to win the fight overall. However, it was that kind of fight. So shout out to Cruz. He's made a name for himself. And Javonte Davis, actually, I'm not sure if he definitely injured his hand midway through the fight. I'm not sure if he broke it or anything like that, but he injured his hand in the mid rounds. And he was basically fighting effectively with one hand after that. So he did well to weather the storm and get the win. But yeah, it was a very difficult fight for him, man, and the toughest of his career so far. When he was asked in the post-fight interview if he would give Cruz a rematch, Javonte Davis was up front and he said, hell no. So that pretty much tells you everything you need to know about the fight. Very good scrap though, man. Entertaining. I enjoyed it. Cruz made a name for himself, and I hope that we get to see him in there in some more bigger fights going forward, man, because he deserves it. He definitely deserves it. So, like I said, there's some people that felt that he did enough to win. A lot of people out there thinking that the fight should have been a draw. I think that Tank did enough to win that, just about, in my honest opinion. But very good fight over there in LA. Cruz making a name for himself. Javonte Davis retaining his unbeaten record. And we move on now. Hopefully we get to see Tank in one of these big fights next year, man. And I'm talking about against the likes of a Devin Haney, a George Kambosos, a Ryan Garcia, one of those guys, Lomachenko, because he blatantly ducked Lomachenko. I want to see Tank in against one of those guys. I don't want to see him fluctuate in the weight divisions, moving up to 140, moving down to 130 and fighting this guy and that guy. We want to see him stick at one weight division, ideally lightweight, and fight the top guys in that division, and not pick up these obscure titles and then calling yourself a multi-weight world champion. That's what I want to see Tank do next year. I don't have much hope with Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather there, because they seem to be positioning Tank in all these other directions. But I would say for them that it is working, because Tank is a huge star in America, and you know, his highlight reel knockouts has really captivated the public over there and the mainstream media. A lot of the sports athletes really like Tank. So yeah, man, he is a big draw in America. And I don't know if we're going to see him in against those other guys. Let's hope that we do see him in there with them, because it's a great fight either way. Do you know what I mean? And afterwards, a lot of the fighters were calling him out. Ryan Garcia was, you know, blabbering again, talking about fighting Tank. A lot of guys out there want to fight him. So let's hope that we get to see them next year or going forward, man. I'd love to see those fights. Tank could very well win them, but we won't know if he wins them if he doesn't fight in them. So let's see what happens, man. Hopefully that is the case next year. And Tank moves on, and hopefully we can see Cruz in there with some of these guys as well, because like I said, he's made a name for himself as well. So let's see how that one goes, man. But just my thoughts on that particular fight. Let's move on to Devin Haney against Diaz. That took place the night before in Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Arena. Now, Devin Haney retaining his WBC lightweight title with a unanimous points decision win over Diaz. He was, I think it was 117-111 on the scorecards, mainly 116-112 on the other one. I had it 117-111 for Devin Haney. Could have made it 116-112 as well. I think the scorecards were pretty accurate. And while the scorecards might appear wide, I think that Devin Haney was a clear winner. He definitely had to undergo again some stiff, you know, some stern tests there from Diaz in the ring. Diaz, for me, he did enjoy some success in the fight, but he didn't do it enough for me. When he did come forward and really stick it on Devin Haney, he did land. And there is a certain fragility to Devin Haney a little bit. He didn't go down. He wasn't really badly shaken or anything like that. but you get the sense that if you really stuck it on him, you could get to him. Do you know what I mean? He hasn't really developed into his man strength yet. He's 23 years old. You know, he's fighting these tough guys already like Diaz, who effectively is not a natural lightweight. Let's be honest. He moved up from super featherweight to lightweight, and he's even competed as low as featherweight. So, you know, Diaz is not a natural lightweight, and at times he was able to make it very uncomfortable for Devin Haney in there. However, Devin Haney was, you know, putting the rounds in the bank with his great jab, and he's beautiful to watch, Devin Haney. Do you know what I mean? Great to watch in terms of what he brings to the ring. His jab was flowing, the combinations flowing off the jab were brilliant. He's great to watch in the pocket. He slides out of range. He's very good, Devin Haney. But if you pull it on him, if you're able to get in there and really stick it on him, you are able to land, and you can make it uncomfortable for him. So the Kambosos fight could be one that's made for next year. I hope it is. That will be for the undisputed lightweight championship, so there'll be no dispute as to who has the WBC belt or not. I hope that fight gets made next, but very entertaining fight there at the MGM Grand. I had Devin Haney winning it, but again, that was a competitive fight. Diaz just not doing enough for me to take the rounds to get the win, in my opinion. But very good fight overall. Now, let's move on to Anthony Yarde and Lynden Arthur. That took place over here in the UK, Copper Box Arena. And listen, man, I was really looking forward to this fight. Anthony Yarde went out there, did his thing, got a 4th round stoppage over Lynden Arthur. I was a little bit disappointed in Lynden Arthur, man. I thought that he could have done a bit more in terms of knowing what Anthony Yarde was going to bring. And, you know, he didn't really have an answer to it, in my opinion. In round 2, he did okay. It was a bit of an ugly round, but he did okay to win that one. But Yarde really just brought the heat. He did what he said he was going to do, man. He put the pressure on Lynden Arthur, was very effective in his aggression and coming forward and punching in combinations. His punch selection was brilliant. You know, when Yarde gets going, man, when he lets his shots go, he's very good to watch on the eye. And in the 4th round, when he did end matters, he had Lynden Arthur on the ropes. He was punching to the body, and it was the body shot that really got Lynden Arthur going. Yarde then landed a further 3 body shots, mixing it up with the body and head, and Lynden Arthur was down, man. He just crumpled over the ropes, and you know, he did get up, he did beat the count, but he was done. He was absolutely done, man. The referee got to the count of 8, I believe it was, looked at Lynden Arthur and stopped the fight. There was no complaining from Lynden Arthur afterwards. As soon as that fight was done, he was sitting down on the chair getting oxygen. So yeah, it was a great stoppage. I think that people that were looking at it thought it might have been a bit early, but not for me. The writing was on the wall, and Anthony Yarde moves on. He puts himself in position now to fight the winner of Callum Johnson and Joe Smith Jr., who will be fighting for the WBO light heavyweight title. So Yarde is in a very good position right now. Lynden Arthur, he's got a lot to reflect on for me. Back to the drawing board for him and Pat Barrett. Wasn't very good performance in my opinion. I mean, Yarde really rolled over him like he said he was going to do. And great redemption for Yarde and Tunde Ajayi as well. Great redemption for both of them, man. They did what they said they were going to do. And when you do that and then you come out and you win like that, you have to give them the credit, man. So a lot of people are quick to criticize Tunde, but you know, he got the game plan spot on this weekend, and the rest of Anthony Yarde's team as well. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below, guys, of this weekend's fights. Let me know how you scored them, you know, what you think should happen going forward for these guys. And just, yeah, overall, just let me know your thoughts, man. Like, share and subscribe. Share the video if you can. Let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers, please. And look out for more videos over the week, and I'll catch you on the next one.